On a clear day in Pennsylvania, with the American flag flying high, a moment etched into history took place. This iconic image of Donald Trump with his fist raised under the crisp blue sky was captured by Ivan Vucci, the chief Washington photographer associated with the press. Vucci, known for his Pulitzer award-winning photograph of protesters after George Floyd's death, captured a moment of triumph that quickly turned into chaos. So what led to this iconic moment and how did it unfold? Let's understand a bit more about it. After discussing the significant event and the conspiracy theories behind it, we'll delve into the gun laws in America to understand how they play into such incidents. Yes guys, welcome back to the Shoshin Mindset channel, where knowledge is power and curiosity leads to awareness. Trump was thrilled by the massive turnout at the rally. What a beautiful day, he said. So many people, a beautiful crowd. He started his speech as usual, addressing the crowd and criticizing Joe Biden. 6 minutes into his speech, as he began talking about immigration statistics, the unthinkable happened. Pop, pop, pop. The sound of bullets filled the air. Clutching his ear, he staggered back as the Secret Service agents shouted, "Get down, get down!" The bullet had skimmed his hair. The zing of the shot unmistakable. In those split seconds, Trump was pulled to the ground. 5 Secret Service agents rushed to the stage, protecting him as 2 more gunshots rang out. 43 seconds later, a voice screamed, "The shooter is down." As the agents prepared to whisk him off to the SUV, Trump was looking for his shoe. He found it and said, "Wait, wait." Rising up, he shouted, "Fight, fight." So who was this man who attempted to assassinate Donald Trump? The gunman was identified as Thomas Matthew Crooks, a name that would soon become infamous. Crooks, an outcast, often seen wearing hunting outfits to school, lived in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. About an hour away from the site of Assassination Attempt, the FBI discovered bomb-making material in his home. Crooks was a registered Republican voter who had once donated $15 to a progressive political action committee. He worked as a dietary aide in a nursing home. Despite his clear record at work, his classmate Jason Kohler described him as a loner who would often be bullied in high school. Despite his social struggles, Crooks won the National Maths and Science Initiative Star Award. On that fateful day, Crooks used an AR-style rifle, possibly obtained through his father. Kevin Rojek, the FBI special agent, mentioned uncertainty about whether Crooks had used the rifle with his father's permission. Now, Crooks' suspicious behavior was first noticed by local law enforcement near the magnetometers detecting firearms. A vigilant officer radioed to keep an eye on him, passing the information to the Secret Service agents. Despite being spotted, Crooks managed to evade immediate engagement. If you enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay updated on more in-depth analysis and stories like these. So moving on, Crook was on the roof when a local officer hoisted another to peer over the ledge. Seeing the officer, Crooks pointed his gun at him. The officer took cover immediately, and then Crooks turned around and started shooting. With such a dramatic event, conspiracy theorists and criticisms have emerged. Some claim that the incident was staged or that the shooter didn't do his job properly. Let's take a closer look and discredit these theories with logical reasoning. First, let's consider the clear image of bullet grazing past Trump's ear. For those suggesting it was staged, from Trump's perspective, would he really risk a bullet coming just 2 millimeters away from his brain? From the gunman's point of view, some suggest he might have been paid to miss. But what's the point of getting money if you're shot 5 seconds later? The gunman, Thomas Matthew Crooks, was taken down almost immediately after firing the shots. There's no logical benefit for him in this conspiracy. Critics have also targeted the Secret Service agents, arguing that they failed in their duty because the nearest rooftop was 150 meters away, as we see in this image. We often see in movies that rooftops are meticulously scanned by FBI agents, yet Crooks, dressed in dark clothes, was easily spotted on a white roof. How could such an oversight occur? Elon Musk even tweeted that the Secret Service agents should resign for not doing their job properly. This raises a question of whether resources were diverted elsewhere, such as to Joe Biden's speech. Joe Biden himself has been part of the controversy. In prior tweets, he labeled Donald Trump as a threat to this nation and the freedom of America. Politics have indeed sunk to new levels, with Biden's choice of words often stirring debate. Additionally, the left-leaning media like CNN has criticized Trump for saying, "Fight, fight." The narratives and politics ingrained in the media often lead to biased reporting. It's evident that appreciation for the opposing political party is often missing. Given the dramatic events surrounding Trump's rally, it naturally leads us to examine the gun laws in America. I also want to share a personal story here. A good friend of mine recently cleared his NCLEX nursing exams and is set to move to America. He's been convincing me to join him, citing better pay for nurses. But this incident with Donald Trump made me pause. It prompted me to explore the gun culture in America, making me question if the higher salary is worth the potential risk. As I researched, I found that guns are deeply ingrained in the American culture, from protection to sport. This exploration helped me understand the broader societal context behind such incidents, weighing the benefits against the risk of moving to a country with prevalent gun ownership. This curiosity is reminiscent of Childish Gambino's song, "This is America," which widely portrays the gun culture in the United States. Just as Italians cherish their cuisine, Indians love cricket, and the French enjoy their wine, Americans have a profound connection with guns. Violent deaths in America have involved firearms, making guns the language of violence in this country. In this video, I'm not advocating for gun rights or gun control. Instead, I will present the statistics to provide a clearer picture. According to the latest statistics, about 42% of American households own guns, while it's significantly higher compared to other countries. For example, in Canada, the rate is about 26%, in Germany 19%, in the UK, it's merely 6%. The United States also has a higher homicide rate involving guns compared to these countries. So why do Americans love guns and why do they use them? For some, it's about protection. For others, it's hunting, sports shooting, or part of a collection. This cultural ingraining of firearms is deeply linked to the historical context of America. To understand this, we must look back at the violent conflicts between the Native Americans and the colonists. The colonists brought firearms while conquering new territories. In Virginia, as early as 1656, it was mandated that every man must have a gun to defend against Native American attacks. Guns were seen as an essential tool for both attack and defense. Guns also played a role in settling disputes, becoming a legitimate means of resolving conflicts in America. However, it's crucial to differentiate between historical conflicts and modern issues like school shootings. Guns have also become a symbol of liberty enshrined in the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment mentions the need for a well-regulated militia and the right to bear arms. Over centuries, the interpretation of these words have evolved. Initially, rifles were cumbersome tools, but Samuel Colt's revolvers, advertised emotionally, changed the public perception. He hired painters to create evocative images, making guns seem essential for defending America. As firearms became cheaper and more accessible, they transitioned from large rifles to small handheld guns. The Civil War further normalized gun use, and as immigration and xenophobia rose, firearms became an obvious choice for personal defense. The American West became the infamous Wild West, a period where guns were integral to daily life. The NRA, founded in 1871, played a significant role in promoting firearm use and regulation. In 1938, President Franklin Roosevelt signed the Federal Firearms Act, requiring gun dealers to be licensed and prohibiting felons from owning guns. Despite these regulations, firearms remained deeply rooted in American culture. The assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. and subsequent riots led to the increased gun policing under President Nixon. The conservative movement has since championed the liberty associated with gun ownership. Today, media and video games, such as Counter-Strike, reflect the reinforcement of gun culture. While they do not create the culture, they help to perpetuate it. Activists often demand compromise, but understanding the historical and cultural context is essential for any meaningful discussion on gun laws in America. guns are deeply woven into the fabric of American society. As we navigate these issues, it's crucial to remain informed and engaged, understanding the nuances that shape our world. This video is not about advocating for one side or the other, but about providing you with the facts and context to form your own opinion. So let's continue the conversation in the comments below. What do you think about America's gun laws? Do you see a path forward that balances safety and rights? Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious and stay informed. Adios.